Hey, welcome back. This time I want to talk about avatar pedestals. So we're here in Spiderman Warehouse by GearBell. Spiderman Warehouse is a very large world that has a whole city in it, and you can equip one of these avatars, and then here we go, and then you can web swing around. That isn't what I'm here to show you though. I'm here to talk about the avatar pedestals within the world. So I'm going to swap back to my avatar. And then talk about those. So I'm going to go over how you make an avatar pedestal like this. And that's where this isn't an avatar, but when you click it, it equips the avatar on you. So to do that, the thing you need first is you need an avatar. So I'm going to do that by just spawning another one in. In fact, let's do it this way. So there's the avatar. We'll spawn me in again, and I can go inside me. So now we have here an avatar, which is the iron spider, I believe. What we need is a quick pedestal, which will be like a cylinder for it to stand on. So we can do that with the shape tooltip here. We're using secondary here to go through the shapes, so we can make a nice cylinder here. Let's make that a bit bigger. Where's my other laser? It might be something to do with the colliders in this world. There we go. And then we can put the avatar on the pedestal here. And so what we want to do is we want an avatar setup that we compose that will then equip this avatar. So the first thing we need to do is grab a developer tooltip and then also a logics tooltip. If we inspect this avatar, what we need to do is we need to make a copy. So the this here will be our avatar copy in that it's actually an avatar and we can equip it. But what we want here is a second copy, which is not an avatar and is instead a posable form of that. So to do that, I'm going to duplicate. And I'm going to go to the top here, and then you'll see we have Spiderman and Spiderman. And I'm going to take the second one and parent it to our cylinder, which is our pedestal here. I'm also going to make another object up here and call this the root of the pedestal. So pedestal. And so now we have the pedestal with the cylinder and the Spiderman on it. We're going to take the avatar copy of the Spiderman and put him under the pedestal as well. So now we have the avatar version, the cylinder, and then our posable version. On our posable version, we need to turn it from an avatar back into a normal model. The way that we do this is we need to delete a bunch of stuff. So we take the head proxy and drag it into the pelvis proxy into left hand into right hand, right hand into left foot, and the left foot into right foot, and delete. Then we're going to go ahead and go up to the root here, and we're going to get rid of a few components. So we're going to get rid of VRIK avatar, VRIK. Need to leave the rig. We're going to get rid of avatar user positioner, avatar group, and avatar root. And now we have a posable version, but the avatar's still there, so we're going to hide that one. So we're going to select that one, and we're going to hide it. So now we've just got this posable version. And so for the posable version, because we have removed all the IK from it, we can position it a bit better on the pedestal. And then we can even select some of the bones here, and we can rotate these around. So I can move the elbow in here a bit. And I can also do this manually using the armature as well. So I can go into root node, armature here, and find whatever I want to rotate. So here we might want to do the hand. So we should be on the left. So go left, upper arm, lower arm, hand. So here's the hand. And then we can rotate that one. And so now we've got the hand like that. You can also go as far as into the fingers. And so we can, which fingers is it? It's the ring and the middle. So we go to middle. And for the middle finger, we want to grab the rotation gizmo here. And bend the middle finger in. No, the hand pose is still on the hand. So if you go to the root of the hand for a pose avatar, remove the hand poser here, it'll let you pose the fingers. So again, we can go back to the middle finger here. Let's deselect the arm, so we haven't got two, so we'll just deselect that, and now we can rotate the finger. Go down the finger to the middle finger too. Rotate that one. There we go. I won't do the other fingers, but you can see what I was going for. I was going for the Spider-Man web slinging gesture. The point here is that we can pose every bone. Let's do one more just to illustrate this. Let's grab the neck and make Spider-Man look up. So now we have the posed version. We can go back up to the top to the cylinder. And now all that we need to do is when this cylinder is touched, we want to equip that other avatar. So this is where Logix comes in. So what we're going to do here is grab our Logix tooltip. And we're going to, first of all, remove grabbable on the cylinder. We don't want it to be moved. And we're going to attach touchable. So attach component, transform, interaction, touchable. And so now you'll see it's touchable and the avatar is touchable. So I can click the avatar here and you'll see touching is going off here. So let's grab touchable and secondary select into the world. So now we have touchable. And then we will make an event from that. So for that we need to go to flow fire on true. And we put touching into fire on true. And now we'll get an event when it's touched. And now we need some nodes. And so the nodes we're going to need are, first of all, we need to duplicate the template avatar. We do a duplicate so that we don't take up the template avatar. We need to duplicate it. We're also going to need to set its parent to be the root of the world. And we're also going to need to set it to be visible because right now it's inactive. So we will duplicate it and then we'll set its parent. And then we will also make it visible. So what we did here is we took the, actually let's finish this up so it's a bit less confusing. So here we have the actual avatar. Grab this in the world, this is the template. And then we hook that up to the duplicate slot. And then we hook this up to this one. And so now when we push this button, it will duplicate the avatar. The resultant duplicate comes out here, where we set its parent to be, we need another node here, we need slots, root slot. Set the parent to be root. We set it to be active. Again, we're using the duplicate output here. So the output of the duplicate slot node is the duplicate that you've made. And then we need one more node, which is under avatar, and it says equip avatar. Here what we're going to do is wire up that impulse there, and then we wire up the duplicate as the actual avatar. Here it says destroy old, and we need to set that to be true, otherwise the old avatar will be in the place of the world. And then the last thing we need is the user. For that we can use the local user. To go here to users, go local user. There it is. We should also put, just as a matter of tidying things up, we should put local user into, yeah, I clicked the thing and it's already working, but you should always make sure for a multiplayer server world even that you have local user put into both of these. It defaults to local user, that's why it worked. And so now here you'll see that I am back to being the Iron Spider. If I go again back to my avatars and I equip any of them, I'm back to me, click the avatar again, and I'm back to the Iron Spider. Now we can grab our dev tooltip here, and we can go to the pedestal, make an empty slot, Call it logics. What's going on with the colliders here on my left hand? It might be the world, or it might be something I've done with the avatars. I've been swapping in and out. So we'll call that logics. Grab it, set packing route, pack it away, and then get rid of these. And this, and now we're done. So now anyone that clicks this avatar will become this avatar. So I can go ahead and swap to the black Spider-Man here. I'm not sure which one this is. I don't know the universe that well. And then I can click this one. And I'm back to the Iron Spider. That's how you do avatar pedestals. This one over here is a little bit more complicated in that we have an asset multiplexer going on for these images here. Each of these writes a value back to the asset multiplexer to say like, hey, if I push this one, original Spider-Man. If I push this one, whatever spider that is, and etc. So I will link my asset multiplexer video in the description of this one so you can see how that works combined together. I thought it would be a good idea to show these off as I'm seeing them requested more and more. One thing to note is that you shouldn't have your template avatar parented to that cylinder. If you do that, then the entire cylinder will become an avatar and it will break the setup. So make sure you have that hierarchy. I'll just show you it again. So we have the pedestal, which is just like a dummy object. You can move that around if you wanted to reposition the pedestal. You might be advisable to turn off the touchable on the cylinder here. So you can go here, go to the touchable, turn it off, then redeselect the pedestal, and then you can move that around in the world. You could also put grabbable on here as well. In fact, let's do that. Transform, interaction, grabbable, and then make sure the cylinder doesn't have grabbable, which it doesn't. And now you can just move that around freely. Plonk it down and it'll still work. So where was I? Oh yeah, that's set up. So make sure it's like a dummy object here, the avatar under that dummy object, and then the cylinder has to not have that object underneath it. If I were to put that template avatar underneath the cylinder, then the cylinder would register as the equip avatar. So if I do that, in some cases, like when the touchable is off or something, you will see, let's do that, touchable off. See, oh, it's because it's inactive. In some cases here, you'll see like equip avatar here, and then it will equip the template avatar. And with a pedestal, you want to make sure that you're never equipping the template avatar. So just set it up how I have it set up here, which is the template is under pedestal, and then the cylinder is where you put the posable one here. You can make this clearer by naming things here. So you can go up to the top here and name this. Oh, I accidentally deleted it. That's probably going to have broken it. That's fine. So we could name this one posable. And then we've got the template here and the posable one here. I was thinking about making a setup for this, so you could put an avatar on the template and it would do all this for you, but I would need component access to remove the IK components so that you can position the arms and the bones, how we've done. Hope that helps. That's Avatar Pedestals. See you next time.